Hey everyone, happy Sunday. My name is Sarah Thomas. Thanks so much for joining in. I am sitting here with my youngest. Let me show you. Here he is. Can you say hi, buddy?
No.
No, he can't say hi because how old are you? 3. That's exactly why he can't say hi. What are you eating? What is that?
A fruit stick.
A fruit stick, yeah. He's eating the fruit skewers that I made to take to our Christmas parties last night. We went to 3 different Christmas parties, and so I decided to make those really easy fruit skewers, and I drizzled some dark chocolate over top of them. So Wesley Hall is enjoying that for lunch today. How does it taste?
Okay.
Good. Okay, so anyway, thanks so much for joining. My name is Sarah Thomas. I am a fitness instructor, a personal trainer, a mom of 3 little ones, an entrepreneur, a fitness entrepreneur, and a wife to an entrepreneur. And I wanted to very quickly give you a few tips for your week. So what I was just doing was giving my son some lunch and standing here in the kitchen trying to think about what we're going to have for the week, what we're going to have for dinner, basically is the biggest planning part, right? So dinner for the rest of the week this week. And I showed you in the very beginning of the scope, and I'll flip this around to show you again, but what I use to plan. So I have a few tips for you to have success throughout your week to stay with your nutrition goals. So let me show you my visual planner. So that is our visual planner. It's just a dry erase or a chalkboard, and I use that chalkboard pen to wipe it clean and then redo it. So that was actually from a few weeks ago. And so we'll erase that and then write our new plan down. So it's a really good visual for me when the week gets crazy, just to go ahead and look at that so that I can see what we had planned and switch things around if we need to, etc. But that is a huge help for us. So tip number 1 is plan it out. So the first thing you want to do is what I'm doing right here in the kitchen. I'm pulling out some cookbooks. I'm looking on Pinterest, figuring out what we're going to do, making a plan in my head of what we can make throughout our week. So once you've done that, then what I do is I put it on my visual planner. And of course, you don't have to have anything like that. You could just write it down on a piece of paper if you want to. But that just kind of works for me because I like to know every day what we're going to have. And not every day of the week we are home. A lot of the days we are out with kids' activities. So some nights I don't cook simply because we're not here. And so I have to have a plan for those nights. And those are typically leftover nights or having something easy that we can take with us. For example, this weekend, last night, I made lasagna for the kids when we went out for our Christmas parties for the kids and the babysitter. So we have a ton of leftover lasagna that will be reheated and used when we are at dance and gymnastics later on this week. So check, 1 day off, right? Okay, so tip number 1 is just to plan it out. Look through those recipe books, Pinterest, wherever you find great, easy recipes. Write all the stuff down that you need to go to the grocery store. So make that list. Go to the grocery store and stick only to that list. Y'all, this is so hard for me. I always want to go to the grocery store and think, okay, I need X, Y, and Z, but that looks really good, and well, that's on sale. So stick to your list. It makes life so much easier. You come out of the store within budget, and then you can head on out to from the store and come home. So once you're home from the store, you want to unpack those groceries and set aside everything that you could possibly prep. And what I mean by prepping is this. So let's say you have, let me see if I have something over here. Let's say you have fresh peppers. So you bought some fresh peppers because you want to have fresh raw veggies, to snack on during the week. Well, this is not going to do me much good because I need to have it sliced up so it's easy for me to access and grab and go. So when you come home from the grocery store, take this, cut it up, put it in Tupperware, throw it in the refrigerator so that it is there. It is just as easy to grab as a bag of chips would be. Okay, so make those things so easy for you to grab and go. We do the same things with our dinners. So when I come home from the grocery store, I will prep everything that I possibly can, especially when we have super busy weeks. Let's say, for example, we're going to have fajitas one night, and I'll use the peppers for another example as well. So we have peppers for fajitas. I'll go ahead and cut up onions and peppers, put them in a container, put them in the refrigerator. So on those busy nights, all we have to do is throw it in the skillet, cook it, and go. I don't have to worry about prepping, cutting, all that type of stuff. Just cook it. And while it's cooking, I can do other things. I can do homework with my kids. I can throw in a load of laundry. I don't have to worry about standing in the kitchen to actually prep for it. So prep as much as you possibly can. Sometimes for us even, for example, this week we will be making some ground turkey lettuce wraps, and I'm going to go ahead and cook the ground turkey with the tomatoes and the seasoning that I use. Cook it today. Again, put it in the refrigerator. So on our busy nights, all I'm going to do there is heat it up and throw it on the lettuce wraps, and dinner is done. So plan it out. Go shopping, prep as much as you can ahead of time, and stick to your plan. That's your last tip. Stick to your plan. A plan means nothing unless you stick to it, and throughout the week, you don't just say, oh, well, we might just go on out tonight because it's the easiest thing to do. You've made a plan, stick to it, and you will not regret it later. I hope these tips have helped you stay on track and in control during this busy time of year. If you guys are not already following me, please feel free to follow me. I have locked down my account so that I don't get as crazy, some of those crazy comments and things on Periscope. So please go ahead and follow me. If I'm not following you, I can follow you back so that you can interact and engage with me on Periscope. So hope that this helps you plan ahead for success during your weekdays this week. Have a fantastic Sunday. I will see you all next time tomorrow.